Alright, YouTube, here we are, 105 degrees outside. It's almost 6 o'clock, it's 5:45. Been out here all day baling straw. Got this little 15-acre field done just now, wheat straw. There was about 80 acres that I baled total today. I came out a couple days ago and windrowed it. I hope the wind noise isn't too bad. That's why I'm staying in here where maybe stay out of it a little bit. So, windrowed it a couple days ago. It's been drying in this. We had an inch and a half, or we had 2 inches, and then an inch and a half the next day, and then a half an inch the day after that here, beginning of last week. So the straw was a little damp yet. So, it took until now, a week later, to get dried out. So it's Thursday, June something. Last week in June, I think it is. Today is the... oh, who knows. Anyway. Yeah, the wheat wasn't very tall this year, so the straw is not very plentiful. But the baler seemed to work good. It missed a few when I first started. I had the chamber set too tight. I thought I could really wrench it down and pack these bales full, but this old baler doesn't seem to like super duper tight bales, so I had to back the tension off a little bit more. But anyway, I was gonna go spray beans today, but it's a little too windy, so it's a lot too windy actually. Put some glyphosate down. So I've got a lot of bean ground to get over with my second pass of post-emerge. The water hemp is a big deal this year, you know, in most of my fields. I think the dry spring conditions lent themselves to the water hemp. Usually water hemp likes a wet area, a damp area to grow in, like a waterway or something. But for some reason, everybody, and Geiger Farms, you can probably relate to this, we've just got water hemp out the wazoo this year for some reason. So, even the wheat's got some starting to come up in it already after a week of being harvested. So anyway, I'm going to be double cropping beans behind all my wheat this year, so I wanted to get this straw off ASAP and get it done and baled. That way it's off the ground and I can come in and disc it lightly and then put beans in the ground. So it's been a long day, and I know I haven't put up very many videos lately, but between wheat harvest and spraying beans and baling hay, brome hay, I've got a customer coming tonight for 200 bales, so we'll see how many we can get on her trailer. I think she's probably going to have to make 2 or 3 trips, so I'll be loading hay all night, sounds like. But anyway, we will... we'll get back making more videos soon, because once I get the second pass of post-emerge put on the beans, and then I get these double crop beans planted, there'll be a week or so before I'll have a lot to do. And we're supposed to be getting some rain here towards, well, today's Thursday. We're supposed to get quite a bit of a storm on Saturday afternoon, so I'm not planning on cutting any hay today or tomorrow, of course, and I probably won't get anything sprayed after the rain, just because I don't like to spray wet ground. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on. The combine did wonderful. We got... I had 160 acres of wheat out this year, and with a 13-foot head, that took quite a while. So, we got her done though, got it knocked out. I was averaging between 30 and 35 bushel an acre if you go by the test weight at the elevator, how many bushel they figure is in the truck. So I don't have a yield monitor, of course, but it's usually pretty fair guess, somewhere between 30 and 35 bushel an acre is what I made average. Now, of course, I don't know. There were some thicker pockets, and then there were some thinner pockets, so I don't know. I'm going to get out here. Hopefully the wind isn't going to be too bad. Let me see here, get down from here. I'm in my office for the day. It's actually not too bad underneath the shade there. So we got hay made, straw made, I mean, anyway. So pretty decent, pretty good sized, decent straw bales. So actually, there's quite a few that came off of this field. I've already hauled a wagon loader. I had a helper earlier today running wagons for me, but he had to go home, of course, when it got too hot outside. So I've got quite a bit of straw left to pick up yet tonight. So the good news is this is my last field of straw that I had to bale, and the rest of it's picked up except for this field. So it's hot, very, very, very hot. So my ponds are low. The cattle are sticking down into the creek most days to keep out of the sun. There's lots of trees and water down in the creek yet still. The creek's usually the last thing that goes dry around here. It's pretty low, so. But the corn's looking really good. It's tasseling, most of it is. In fact, hold on, I'm gonna continue this video. We'll go look at some of this corn I got here. Hold on just a minute. Okay, here we are. And it's looking really good. It's nice and green. Everything's tasseling out. It's making ears. I've even got some kernels coming on already. So I think we're going to be in pretty good shape for corn in my area anyway this year. Most of it in the area does look pretty good. There's a couple of fields I've noticed that are kind of an uneven height. But if you know the guy that farms it, you'd understand. He kind of puts on what he always puts on. If you catch my drift, he's not a big fan of soil samples and soil testing, so he just kind of puts on what he puts on, and that's just because it's just how he's always done it, and that's how he thinks he always should. So anyway, that's another story for a different time. So so yeah, the corn doesn't look half bad. The beans are coming up really nice. They need sprayed awfully bad, but there is hardly any weed pressure in the corn. I hit this one time with 2 quarts of glyphosate post-emerge, and cultivated it a couple times with my fertilizer, with my side dress, as I use my cultivator for my side dress applicator. But in between the rows, that worked out really good. It canopied over real quick, and there's hardly anything for weeds down there. It's pretty bare, so that's good. Hoping it stays that way. We've got a long way to go yet. So, but anyway, this is a 115-day corn here, so we've got a ways to go yet. But it's looking good. It's nice and healthy, so it's got good root structure. So this is pretty good ground we got over here in this part of the state. So anyway, we are staying busy and staying hot. It's supposed to be 105 today, and I'm sure it was every bit of that, if not more, with the humidity. And then tomorrow is supposed to be 105 without the humidity. So it's summertime officially in Kansas. High humidity and high heat. So not too good for the corn when it's trying to put on ears, but we can't change the weather. So we have had some pretty decent rains, just like Geiger Farms said. We've had some pretty good rains lately. So and we're supposed to get some Saturday evening. So hopefully it's not a big wind blowing tornado hailstorm that takes all the corn out. That would really be bad. So we always pray for rain, but sometimes we get other things that come with rain too. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here, get back to work. I got lots of straw to pick up yet, so we're gonna be going until it's dark outside, probably, or long after. So we'll talk to you guys later. PA Farms, keep doing what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with your videos. People complain about you complaining to just go watch something else. So I've never met a farmer that doesn't complain at least a little bit about everyday life on the farm, because it's pretty rough most days. So a lot of hard work outside, and a lot of just a lot of financial burden and uncertainty if a paycheck is going to come or not. So anybody that doesn't like your videos can go fly a kite. as far as I'm concerned. So keep up the good work. Everybody out there have a good day and stay cool if you can. Not sure what the weather's doing in the rest of the country, but it sure is hot here. So take care, guys. Thanks.